Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive into this. We live in an era of just unprecedented convenience, right? We literally have the world at our fingertips, yet so many of us are just exhausted. We're stressed out, and we are completely burnt out. So today, we're going to explore how ancient Shaolin wisdom can actually tackle our modern epidemic of burnout and help us carve out a really clear path to true self-mastery.
Is this all my life is? It's this quiet, incredibly heavy thought that creeps up on so many of us. I mean, despite having endless digital connections, high-speed internet, and, checking off all those career achievements, there's this profound modern feeling of purposelessness, loneliness, and anxiety. It's crazy. You can be surrounded by thousands of people, whether that's physically in a city or online, and yet still feel deeply disconnected and entirely lost.
To understand exactly why this is happening, we have to look to Shaolin Master Shiheng Yi. He pinpoints a massive source of our daily struggle, and it's choice overload. We are just bombarded all day long with so many options: what to do, who to be, what to buy, what to watch, and it causes this profound paralysis. We suffer because this sheer volume of choices completely strips away our ability to make a clear decision, and that leaves us feeling totally stripped of direction.
Section 1. The hidden epidemic. So, you might assume that our profound loss of direction is purely a psychological issue, but the Shaolin perspective suggests something else entirely. We've built this massive imbalance into our daily lives. On one side, we've got a heavy mind. We are constantly overthinking, drafting these wild 10-year plans, stressing over emails, or, let's be real, doom-scrolling until 2 a.m., and on the other side, an inactive body. We sit at our desks all day, leaving our physical potential completely untapped. We are investing all of our energy into thinking and virtually none into doing what our bodies were physically built to do. And that imbalance, that creates the very anxiety we feel every single day.
Let's move to Section 2, Doing versus Being, and see how this builds. We have this incredibly toxic modern habit of constant doing. We're constantly chasing goals, chasing promotions, chasing status symbols. And honestly, we usually do it because we feel like we're lacking something. We're operating from a space of deep insecurity, literally trying to achieve our way out of feeling not enough. But true being, that is about connecting to the source. It's realizing that at your absolute core, you are already whole, you're complete. There's absolutely nothing you need to add and nothing to take away.
Master Shiheng Yi offers this fascinating mental shift to help with this. He says, jump out of the body, be the director of your own movie. See, we take our current existence and all these identities we've constructed way too seriously. By stepping back and viewing your life like a director standing behind a camera, you can actually detach from your struggles. You can observe your anxieties and your negative patterns from a distance without letting them consume you. Now, what's really interesting about this next concept is how specific it gets. Section 3, the 5 mental hindrances.
These 5 mental states are basically a concrete map of exactly what breaks our focus when we're trying to change our lives. First, sensual desire. That pulls us towards short-term pleasures and easy distractions. Then there's ill will, which makes us actively push away things we just don't like. Third is dullness, which completely saps our motivation. Fourth, restlessness. That traps us in overthinking so we can't focus on the present. And finally, skeptical doubt. Makes us constantly second-guess our own abilities. Every single one of these roadblocks hijacks your attention, pulling you away from right now and dragging you into the past or the future.
Let's zero in on one that trips up pretty much all of us: ill will, or aversion. The absolutely crucial point here is that when we encounter discomfort, right, like a really tough challenge or even just someone we dislike, our immediate instinct is to aggressively push it away. But in Shaolin philosophy, this is like touching the surface of totally calm water. By actively rejecting and fighting against what is happening in reality, you just create ripples. You create chaos that literally drains your energy right away from your actual goal.
So, how do we fix this? Section 4. The RAIN method.
The RAIN framework is how we regain our focus in real time, and it's a real game changer. Step 1, recognize. Recognize what state you're in. Like, are you feeling restless right now? Step 2, acknowledge it. Just accept that it's happening without aggressively pushing it away. Then step 3, and this is absolutely the magic step, investigate. You've got to investigate to find the tiny trigger. Maybe it was a specific text message or just a fleeting thought. You have to catch it before it becomes this massive, explosive emotion. And finally, step 4, non-identification. Remind yourself that you are not your emotions. You're simply the observer who happens to be experiencing them.
Section 5. Training the mind. Because, listen, just knowing the RAIN framework
isn't enough. Actually, scratch that, it's not even close to enough. Just like going to the gym to build physical strength, you have to condition your mind through daily repetition. Shaolin monks don't just memorize a philosophy, they practice it with grueling consistency. And this daily training forces a really critical choice. Staying safely tucked away in our comfort zone just means stagnation. Simply doing what you already know how to do, that doesn't create change. To grow, you have to continually step into the unknown. I know, it's scary and it's deeply uncomfortable, but the unknown is literally the only place where true growth and entirely new realities can exist.
During his interview, Master Shi Hengyi actually demonstrated breaking a solid stone brick with his bare hand. Yeah, a solid brick. But he explained something incredible. He said breaking that brick isn't about raw physical strength at all. It's about absolute focus. It's about reading the structural energy of the stone and aligning your mind and body perfectly. And this brilliantly illustrates that absolute focus completely trumps brute force, period. Whether you're in martial arts or just facing your daily challenges at work.
Section 6. The 100-Year Rule.
100. This is a profound, incredibly grounding truth. I want you to think about this. Everything you attain in this life, every single promotion, every sports car, every follower on social media, every mansion, has a maximum expiration date of about 100 years. We come into this world with absolutely nothing, and we leave with absolutely nothing. When you truly internalize that fact, that frantic, everyday panic to just acquire and hold on to things, it really starts to lose its grip on you.
And that brings us to this core realization. It's not about what you possess, it's about what possessions possess you. Look, you can still pursue a highly successful career. You can absolutely still buy a nice car. The goal of all this isn't to live with nothing. The crucial takeaway here is that you just have to stop letting those external things control your internal peace. Think about it. If you buy a sports car out of massive debt and deep insecurity, that car possesses you. It owns you. You have to let go of those toxic attachments to the outcomes. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought. Ask yourself right now, what specific pattern is blocking your life today? And what must you let go of right now to move forward? You have the tools, you have the awareness, and now you know the mental hindrances. So I challenge you, step out of your comfort zone. Break that negative cycle today and start writing an entirely new script as the true director of your own life. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you next time.